Well, all you have to do is look on your screen. We are under lockdown. You remember earlier on, President Cyril Ramaphosa addressed the police as they prepared to enforce the rules of the lockdown. We spoke to our reporter Julian Pillay, who is currently at the Johannesburg Metro Police as they prepare for the start of the 21-day period. We will cross to her later on, but let's see what the picture is at the Beitbridge Border Post. My colleague Rudzani Tshivhase is there. So Rudzani, as I look behind you, I see lots of trucks, and I am wondering if any rules are being broken, or did this all occur before that cut-off hour?
Well, so indeed you are under lockdown now, but there are lots of trucks still waiting to leave this border towards the South African side. But there are other hundreds of people who are still streaming into Zimbabwe. They are using the other road. They've been rerouted from where we are to the other gates. In fact, they are in their thousands. They had blockaded the entire N1 into the border. So in a way, I can say police were caught napping here because the entire road was closed for almost 3 hours. Cars going into Zimbabwe blockaded the entire road. And when we asked these people, where are you going, why this last-minute rush, they said they were working during the day. Some travel from Cape Town, Durban, Joburg, Pretoria, and they want to be home. They wanted to beat the 12 o'clock deadline, but it's clear that they failed to do so. As you can see behind me, trucks are still moving in. These trucks that you are seeing here now, they're moving into the country, into South Africa from Zimbabwe. But you can even see there are still people who are crossing into Zimbabwe. On the other gate, there are hundreds of them who are still crossing. We don't know whether they will allow them, but what we have seen, even at midnight, 12 o'clock, they were still moving. We tried to ask what could be the problem. The people themselves, because they had formed a queue, vehicles had formed a 7-kilometer queue from the border. They told us they've been waiting from 6 o'clock. There was nothing moving at the border. They don't know why. We asked to an extent that at one stage there was a confrontation between us and the police. The police attacked us. 2 police officers even went to as far as pushing or shelving our cameraman, saying we are not supposed to take pictures on the N1. By then we were still about 1 kilometer away from the border gate. We tried to talk to them, or we are allowed to do what we're doing. We are permitted to do what we are doing, and we are not at the border. We are 1 kilometer away from the border. But the matter, we've taken the matter up with their commander and the office of the National Commissioner.
And that's a very important thing to raise there, Rudzani, because I think this is of great concern for especially the essential services workers who will be out there on the streets, who are permitted to be, whether or not the law enforcement officials understand the rules of the lockdown, who should be allowed to be up and about, and for what purpose.
I didn't get your question clearly, but if you are asking me about the behavior of the police, we talk to them, we explain to them that we are allowed to do what we're doing, we are permitted, we even have permission which we're given to do what we're doing. In fact, we're not even near the border, but they were just confrontational. We don't know why. We wait to see what will happen. But as for the movement of the people are still moving in. You can see from the gate that we're in now. We were told earlier on by the management here that come 12 o'clock, they will implement what is supposed to be done. So still wait and see. We'll be here until they close the gates. As you can see behind me, the gates are still open. They're not yet closed.
Rudzani Tshivhase, our reporter who's there at the Beitbridge Border Post, reporting that their job already made difficult while trying to monitor the scores of people that he mentioned who are at the Beitbridge Border Post trying to cross over, some saying that they've been there for a long time. By the way, I must apologise for the poor quality of that sound. As you can imagine, it's because he is doing that just outside, a metre from the border gate. And just the categories of people who are exempted from the lockdown. That includes public and private sectors, emergency personnel, those in the security services, such as police, traffic officers, military, medical personnel, soldiers, and other persons necessary for the response to the pandemic. And that, Aldrin, includes members of the media. This is why you and I and Simpiwe are here in studio monitoring the lockdown and how it's being